These ghost stories were first told over 3,000 years ago, and they might just be some of the creepiest ever recorded. Before haunted houses, before Ouija boards, before horror movies, there were ancient priests in Egypt and scribes in Mesopotamia documenting encounters with the dead. This isn't fiction. These are real accounts carved into stone and inked onto papyrus. Tonight, we resurrect the oldest ghost stories in human history. Let's start in Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. Here, people believed in an eerie underworld called the House of Dust, a gloomy place where the dead wandered in darkness, feeding on clay and silence. But some didn't stay there. Mesopotamians believed that if someone died unjustly or wasn't buried properly, their spirit could return as a ghost. These weren't friendly apparitions, they were tormented souls, Gidam, that could possess the living, drain energy, or haunt homes. The oldest ghost story we've ever found, a clay tablet from nearly 1500 BCE, describes in cuneiform script a ghost who returns from the grave. Its appearance so disturbing that a priest must trap it in a figurine to banish it. They even had ghost removal rituals, detailed ceremonies written in clay. If you were haunted, you'd call a mashmashu priest. He'd identify the ghost, offer sacrifices, and speak incantations to send it back to the underworld. These weren't myths. They were part of everyday life. Meanwhile, across the desert sands in ancient Egypt, a different ghost story was being recorded. Unlike the Mesopotamian House of Dust, Egyptians believed in a rich afterlife, the Field of Reeds. But if a spirit's tomb was disturbed or forgotten, it too could return. One story survives from 3,000 years ago. It is one of the oldest recorded ghost stories in existence. It's called The Tale of Khonshuemheb and the Ghost. Khonshuemheb was a high priest of Amun during Egypt's 20th dynasty. One night, a spirit appeared to him. The ghost was Nebusemek, a former royal official. His tomb had collapsed. His name was forgotten. "I have no peace," the ghost said, "no rest, no offerings, I am a wandering soul." He begged the priest to rebuild his tomb, to restore his memory, so that he might pass safely into the afterlife. Khonshuemheb agreed, and when he rebuilt the tomb, the ghost vanished. In Egypt, memory was sacred. To be forgotten was worse than death. This story wasn't entertainment. It was a warning. Honor the dead, or they will return. Two civilizations, one belief, that the dead still walk among us when we forget them. These are the first ghost stories in history, written not by horror authors but by priests and kings, and thousands of years later, we're still telling the same stories. This ancient tale proves one thing. Our fear of and fascination with ghosts isn't new, it's timeless. If this story made you question what lies beyond the grave, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who still believes in spirits. Until next time, stay spooky,